opremio muzej sa opremom za montažu videa, dakle sa režijskim sobama i otvorila mogućnost svoje radove, tako da je to bilo mjesto produkcije. U tom u nekih 25 godina koliko je muzej funkcionirao, Shigeko Kubota, Konakajima, osim što je radila u institucijama kao freelancer, je radila na mnogim festivalima, bila je involvirana u razvoj tih novosti i mnogih drugih. Bila je žirima raznih festivala od Ars elektronike, ne znam, u Oberkasselu, kulture u muzeju iz nekih radova koji sad i nisu toliko relevantni nama, uglavnom odustao od prakse kojom se do tada je pokrenuti jedan projekt koji se zvao Pacific Standard Time i se bavila tim problemom od početaka, dakle, muzeja pa do završetka te njihove prakse. Pacific Standard Time izložba se umjetnost koja se bavila ženskim problemima, feminizmom, aktivizmom, o svom osobnom iskustvu na radu kao dakle pustost i kako je to sve skupa. Smo imali u Zagrebu u muzeju suvremene umjetnosti za par dana, u Rijeci u muzeju moderne i suvremene umjetnosti i evo sada ovdje. Hvala organizator.
One of the first things, of course, is that everyone wants to know what is an archive. There are many different theories about why archives are formed and who and why and how, but is it a lot of any of those things and mixtures of all of them? But basically, it is stuff that's in good order. I should also say that archives exist on all kinds of topics in all countries and have been in exhibitions. There are lots of exhibitions now that are archive shows, and there's some very innovative ways that archives are being projects that I find fascinating. The first contemporary archive today in artist's work. So Abby Warburg, or Abraham Moritz Warburg, the objects of his research were really about how he dealt with associative thinking. Up until this point, people went to these large black cloth, he thought worked together to give you a new thought. And he used these boards. A lot of his things shipped to London, but in the stress of the time he died of a heart attack. His work, this is the Freud Museum in London. This is where Freud and his daughter Anna moved in 1938. They left Vienna, and when they left Vienna they came with every single thing they had. A lot of resonance in how we look at archives today, and is referred to constantly. Walter Benjamin was very important because he positioned aid. That's a long time before it came to the English audience. Archives. But if you think about last night, the opening of the Machina Gallery, hired to report on other people. 1 hour, that's at a height. It's what it looks like today. It's been reconstructed like mad, and the shredders were breaking down, and they were ripping them by hand, until people found out that they were doing this, and they stormed the Stasi headquarters, and they said they had to stop. So we found out that there was about 16,000 bags of shredded documents. They have reconstructed all of those leftover 16,000 bags. There is a very interesting video that walks you through the stuff, kind of our archive of personal information. A lot of archives on Dock 4, and they have a huge library of materials there that people can access, scholars can come in. And it looks like when you go online, you can see you can access document 1, 2, 3. Just beware, it's all in German, so it might not be easy for everybody to access that. 1975 to 1996. They've done exhibitions of their archives, and it's really a treasure that the artist who ever worked at Franklin Furnace, which is a really interesting thing to see. Where Getty Research Institute, This is the building right here, reporters, the publications, but this specific building is for the, here that people have asked for. And you come into this room with nothing but your clean hands, and they provide you a pencil and paper, and you sit facing forward with someone watching you. And you go through each box paper by paper. And you're not allowed to put any paper out of order. You're not allowed to have